A sound?
Love is what we give when we receive, so keep it burning. Gift your soul and let it be. Soon you'll find your gift of legacy. I'm ready to color my world, ready to give to you. I'm ready to color my world, ready to give to you.
Faith will keep you strong where you belong. Just believe it. Dreams to help you grow, to reap and sow. You'll receive it.
So gift your soul and let it be. Soon you'll find your gift of legacy. I'm ready to color my world, ready to give to you. I'm ready to color my world, ready to give to you.
Good evening, everybody. Wow, we've got lots of people on the call tonight. We are here to discuss Ohana. And I don't know about you, but that theme park song just gets me going because that's what it's going to be like in the theme park next week. Bright and colorful with all wonderful things happening. So I would like to welcome my co-hosts this evening. We have got Elizabeth, who is going to be helping with technical backroom support and lots of commentary as well. So welcome, Elizabeth from Madrid. Then we have our friend Beverly from Panama. Welcome, Beverly. It is lovely to have you here this evening as well. We are so glad that you can join us. And then we have Ike as well. Ike is just near me in Johannesburg. I'm in the south of Johannesburg. He's on the western side of Johannesburg. And we are here to discuss Ohana with you. I know everybody is super, super excited. I'm going to let the ladies go first and quickly say hi, ladies. And then we'll go through a presentation of the Ohana slides up until the recent ones that were posted today. And then we'll answer all your questions. And I've got nowhere to go, so we'll stay here until we've answered all your questions. So welcome, everybody. It is English only. So please, if we can just keep to English, that would be great. Thank you. Elizabeth, how are you this evening?
I am so happy to be here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so happy for Ohana. I just feel so excited.
I am so excited.
Yes.
And you've
Thank
stolen my
you.
favorite picture for your background. I wanted to have it too, but I knew
I can
you would
share
have
it.
it. We can share it. I like this one
Yeah.
because that's what's going to be this time next week. This is going to be happening in reality.
All over the world.
This
Yes, all over
this
the
is going
world.
to be happening this time next week. I mean, wow, that's so exciting. Bev, how excited are you?
I am super, super excited. I haven't been able to sleep. I just keep thinking about, oh my goodness. Yes, it does get better every time, every time. Woo!
It does indeed. Yay. Thanks for being here, Bev. Uncle Ike, how are you, Uncle Ike? There you go, you can unmute.
Yes, hi, everyone. Adele, it's a great pleasure to be here. it has been exciting the whole day. I've been talking to many people about Ohana, so I'm looking forward to Ohana. There are no words. I can't wait. It's so exciting to actually, like Elizabeth was saying last week, the custodians could have just done it the other way, but they gave us an opportunity. What a pleasure. It is exciting to be here.
Oh, so exciting. And Ike has shared some voice notes with me today. My goodness. You just listen to the excitement and passion in his voice. If you don't have that excitement and passion, sit back, relax, grab your cup of coffee, because by the end of this Zoom call, you're going to be just as excited as we are. So what we're going to do is go through the slides, and if these are all the posters that are on the Telegram groups. This is all the official information that has been shared about Gift of Legacy. If you have not seen something being mentioned on the official English Telegram group, then it is not official. Because we have noticed that some people are getting a little bit excited and are saying things. Please don't say things that are not on the official Gift of Legacy Telegram group in the form of these posters. The reason the posters are being created is so that everybody gets the same information. So Elizabeth, can we share and can we get started, please? So Gift of Legacy always has been the gift. Elizabeth, I'm echoing. Thank you. Gift of Legacy has always been the gift that keeps on giving. And now the Ohana board has been created. And let's just think about what Ohana means. Ohana is the Hawaiian word for family. It means no one gets left behind. And the Ohana principle has been part of Gift of Legacy right from the beginning. And now the Ohana board has been created as a gift to the community, but it's more than just that. We're going to talk about it as we go through the presentation, but Ohana has not just been created to be a board where we can have no lineages and people can receive gifts on a regular basis, but it's here to support and help GGM. Without GGM, there would be no Gift of Legacy. And quite easily, the custodians could have implemented some kind of monthly fee or participants fee. We don't have members, so we couldn't have a membership fee. But there could have been some kind of participation fee. There isn't. They gave us a gift. And in giving us a gift, it's going to sustain this system, this community for generations to come. And just keep that in mind as we go through this. So Ohana is launching the 8th of May, next week, Wednesday. We do not know what time. We do not know what time. No times have been put out. The only information we know is Ohana is launching on the 8th of May. All of the users will be able to press the join button, but you might have to wait for a position. So if you press join and you aren't able to join a board, then you need to wait. Because look at that ride. It's all exciting. It's a new ride in the theme park. And when you go to a theme park, everybody's excited. Some people even camp out the night before when there's a new ride opening at the Gold Reef City down the road here from me. People camp out the night before and they're waiting. So if you rock up there at 10 o'clock, you're going to be in a long queue. We are 1.2 million people trying to join boards. And so we're going to have to wait a little bit, but it's worth the wait. People stand in queues at theme parks for 4 hours to go on a ride that lasts 45 seconds. So what am I saying? The wait is worth the time, because when the boards move, they are going to move quickly. We do not know what time. We do not know what time, but we know the 8th of May is the day. So please, if you've heard anything about times, that's not true. It has not been released. We know the 8th of May is when Ohana is launching. Thanks, Elizabeth. Now, to join the Ohana board, a user must be a confirmed user on coal or bronze. What does confirmed mean? Confirmed means you have gifted the legend to be on that board. If you are not confirmed, then your username will have a red rectangle around it. So if you are confirmed, you have gifted the legend and the legend has confirmed you. A user does not need 2 invitees to join Ohana. You don't need 2 invitees to join Ohana. You don't even need 2 invitees to join the second round of Ohana. But we'll talk about where the invitees come in, because the Ohana board is part of the Gift of Legacy theme park. And the Gift of Legacy theme park has guidelines, and all of those guidelines still apply. All of the guidelines still apply. But to join Ohana, you do not need 2 invitees, and you don't need 2 invitees to join your perpetual, what we call it, the compulsory perpetual cycle. You don't need 2 invitees for that, but you will need 2 invitees, but not to join. All right, we're going to go through that in detail. Next slide, please. So the Ohana board is different to all other boards in Gift of Legacy. All the other boards in Gift of Legacy, when 4 gifters have filled up one hemisphere of the board, that hemisphere will split off so the guide can become its own legend. When that legend has completed their board, they can come back to complete the other half of the first board in something we call the Ohana principle. Now, there is not going to be an Ohana principle on the Ohana board, because Ohana is all about family. It's all about people being together, and there's no lineages. So you don't have to split off and go off with your team. Ohana will only close when the 8th gifter has been confirmed. Ohana means family and no one gets left behind. So 8 gifters need to be confirmed before the board will split. Ohana is completely blended. Blended means there is no lineage. You do not follow your inviter. Your inviter doesn't matter. You are jumping on the ride and you are meeting new people. There is no lineage. Once a legend has completed the Ohana board, the system will automatically join you to the next Ohana board. Automatically join. We're going to show you a poster just now. When you first join Ohana, the block will say join. Thereafter, it's only going to say view, view, and view, because you are never going to have to join another board. The system will do it for you. Okay, thanks, Elizabeth. I love this one. This is my favorite poster, other than the one behind Elizabeth right now. Gifter position number 1 is always a confirmed Ohana position. There he is. He's the driver. Happy, jolly fellow. Could be a lady, could be anybody, but the Ohana position is always gifter number 1 and is always confirmed. The Ohana position will receive gifts when it is a legend. So people have said, okay, so when I join the board, must I gift Ohana? No, you're not gifting Ohana only if Ohana is the legend. I mean, if you join the board and you want to send GGM a gift, we're not going to complain. But when you join the board, gifter number 1 is going to be confirmed, and that gifter will move through builder, guide into legend position, and when it is guide and it moves into legend, it will receive gifts in the legend position. Okay, those gifts will assist GGM in funding the daily running costs and any development fees or maintenance fees that GL needs to keep the system going. So the Ohana position is purely receiving funds to funnel straight into GGM to keep the system going, to keep you riding on the Ohana boards. So come and join us. Thanks, Elizabeth. Please remember that the legend will always receive 7 gifts. It is not like the other boards where you receive 8. Everybody receives 7. Not 8, everybody gets 7. It's the same for everybody. And that's the way the system has been created. Think about it. A system has now been created where Ohana positions are going to receive gifts for GGM. Nobody is paying any kind of participation fee or anything. We are all going through the same system. We can all receive the same amount of funds as the Ohana positions because we're all going to be gifters. Think about it. Amazing. Next board, please. So every board will have a confirmed Ohana position, which is already placed in gifter number 1. So there you see it, gifter number 1, the green one in the top left, that is Ohana. And if we click the animations, you will see that people are going to land on the board. Everybody is going to gift the legend $50. And I love the legend's name. It's called Thriving because we are all here to thrive. The guides are called Abundance and Richness. And the builders are Money Magic, Money Honey, Blessings, and Love. I want to be blessings because that's what Ohana is going to be to you and me. Blessings. Next slide, please. There's a comment. Every board will have a confirmed Ohana gifter number 1. The board does not split after the 4 confirmed gifters, and 7 gifts will be received, which is $350. Thanks, Elizabeth. Okay, gifting has to be completed within 24 hours of joining the Ohana board. We've got participants in Japan and participants on the other side of the USA. So they're already about 18 hours away from each other. Everybody needs time to get gifting sorted out. The minute you land on a board, the minute you join an Ohana board as a gifter, it is your responsibility to message the legend and say, hi, Bev. Hi, Elizabeth. I'm a gifter on your board. My username is Blessings. Here's a screenshot of the board. It shows me, I see your details. How can I send you your gift in USDT? Even if Beverly is sleeping in Panama, when she wakes up, she will receive that message. She will message me back and I will gift her. As a legend, Beverly and Elizabeth cannot remove me before 24 hours has elapsed. That means that the system is going to time when every gifter landed on the board. And a legend cannot remove a gifter if it is under 24 hours of them joining the board. We are trying to get everybody to follow the guidelines. Join a board, contact the legend, gift. Say thank you, move on. It's that simple. Okay. So Ohana is a compulsory perpetual board. I like to say it's a compulsory, continuous perpetual board because lots of people don't even understand what perpetual means. And this is even more perpetual than our perpetual boards because now the system is joining you onto it automatically. So I'm calling it a compulsory, continuous perpetual board. So when you join a board, let's click and join the board, please, Elizabeth. You may land anywhere. Doesn't have to be gifter number 1. You are going to land anywhere on that board. Once a legend confirms the last gifter on the board, they will be automatically joined onto the next Ohana board wherever there is space. So let's see where there's space. And it's gifter number 6 position. It doesn't matter. When somebody offers you a seat on a rocket ship, you don't complain. And wherever you land as a gifter, that's your space. You gift the legend and you enjoy the ride on the Ohana shuttle. Thanks. Let's do the next board. So in preparation for the Ohana board, all Gift of Legacy users are encouraged to have access to a cryptocurrency USDT wallet. This will ensure that gifts are sent across the world with speed and ease. Emphasis on speed. Get ready to send and receive your gifts across the world. Now, let me just put in there, when we say you need to have a USDT wallet, it means a cryptocurrency wallet that can send USDT. But there are different networks. If you didn't watch our training from last week, Thursday, please watch it, because you can send USDT by the networks TRC20, ERC20, Solana, BBM, or something like that. There's a whole lot of them. But you, as Gift and Legend, have to agree on what networks you send. Now, please, we are encouraging people to use cryptocurrency. We're not trading. We're not trading. We are just using a digital currency to send gifts with speed and ease across the world. If you are in the same country, if Ike happens to be the legend and I land on the board and I say, hey, Ike, can I send you an EFT? Can we meet at the local mall? Can I come and bring you the $50? Of course you can do that. But if it's somebody in another country, please use USDT, unless you and the legend make an agreement. But the gifts must happen quickly. You don't want to be removed off an Ohana board. Okay, let's move on. Ah, I love this one too. Makes me so excited. I am so looking forward to meeting more and more people across the world, because Ohana is 100% blended. There's no lineages. I'm going to be meeting people from different backgrounds, different countries, different cultures, and I'm going to learn to say hello in many more languages than I can say at the moment. You see, the Ohana board is all about making friends. We've got so fixated about our lineages in Gift of Legacy that we've forgotten what the fun of a theme park is. It's meeting other people and chatting to them. And that's what we want you to do, is have fun. Your board at that moment in time, that is your team. Those are your people. That's your tribe. We one community in Gift of Legacy. Let's carry on. So there we are inside the golf cart, inside that shuttle. Imagine that. Next week, we're inside. You see them all lining up there. You're ready. You're in. You're driving, or you're sitting next to the driver. Once a legend closes the board, they are automatically joined by the system to the next $50 board. If they ask to be removed, and the legend hits that remove button, and that remove button really exists on your profile. When you confirm a gifter, you either confirm or remove. So it's like you hitting that button on your dashboard. If you remove someone even once, they will no longer be able to join a $50 board on their existing profile. They will not be able to register another profile with the same number, so their number will be blocked from future profile creation. There are no exceptions, and this rule cannot be changed. So there's lots of questions about this. Let me clarify. If you are on an Ohana position and you ask to be removed, or you take too long to gift and the legend removes you, you will no longer be able to use that profile to ride Ohana ever again. Never, ever again. Your phone number that you use for that profile is also going to be blocked, that you cannot create any more Gift of Legacy profiles. And don't try and be sneaky. Someone brought it up 2 weeks ago. Don't try and be sneaky and contact support or use 2FA and change your phone number, because your profile has got a profile ID, and the system is blocking your profile ID, not just your phone number. It will be blocked. You see, systems have been put in place to make sure that people do not corrupt the Ohana board. If you have got 3 profiles on Ohana, profile 1, 2, and 3, 1 and 2 are going great, but profile 3 is removed for whatever reason. If profile 3 is removed for whatever reason, then it is important to know that the other two can still continue on Ohana, but you cannot use that phone number to create any more. So it's simple. Don't get removed. Just stay on Ohana. When you gift that $50, it is a commitment, not just to the community, not just to GGM, but it's a commitment to your legacy. So just stay there. We've told you it's a continuous, compulsory, perpetual ride. So gift and stay, please. No exceptions. Okay, let's move on, Elizabeth. When a legend removes a gifter, they will be asked 3 times if they are sure that they want to remove the gifter. And on the 3rd notification, so it's going to be one of those red banners that comes up. On the 3rd notification, the text will read, if you remove this gifter, they will never be able to join another Ohana board again with their profile. Are you sure that you want to remove this gifter? And then you have to type yes. Y-E-S. Yes. It's a lot harder to type it than to just click a button. So think about it. Don't remove people. Please don't remove people. The system is going to be watching. And one of the things that we've asked people to do, it's going to come up in one of the next slides. You need to take a screenshot of the legend's details when you are a gifter so that it protects you. So please make sure you're not missing out. Always gift the legend, follow the guidelines, and enjoy the ride. Next board, please. Ah, this is so exciting. So you saw those queues of shuttles waiting in the previous slide. There's people queuing up out the gates of the theme park waiting to join Ohana. Once you have completed an Ohana board, you don't have to wait in the queue to join the ride again. You've got a little slipstream and you go straight back in and you get priority for placement on a board. That is one of the most frustrating things in a theme park. You wait 4 hours to go on the ride, and then your child says, Mommy, can we ride it again? And you know you got to go back to the back of the queue for another 4-hour wait. Not in Ohana. You're going to get priority to join the next board, and that is so special. It's making sure that the people who are engaged and committed get special VIP treatment. We are very important people. Thanks, Elizabeth. All right, this is one people have asked about as well. A user must be active or confirmed on either a coal or a bronze board at all times to remain active on Ohana. So you need to make sure that you are joining your perpetual cycles. That picture behind Elizabeth signifies the perpetual cycles in Gift of Legacy. If a user is not active on either coal or bronze at any time, their participation on Ohana is halted immediately. Immediately. Someone asked me last night, but what's the timeline? Immediately means now. The minute you are not active on either coal or bronze, the system is not going to allow you to participate in Ohana. So think about this. When you join as a new participant on coal, you invite 2 people and you can move from coal to bronze without 2 invitees. We all know. You get a free ride on coal and bronze without 2 invitees. But when you finish bronze, you want to join the coal perpetual cycle. And yes, coal has a perpetual cycle. It was turned into a perpetual cycle towards the end of last year. Some people have been asking this week, when did coal become perpetual? And I'm thinking, where have you been? Coal has been perpetual since the end of last year. So you move from coal onto bronze and you want to join your perpetual cycle. You can't initially because you cannot join a perpetual cycle without 2 invitees. So you continue on bronze. When you finish bronze, you can join silver, but you cannot join your coal perpetual or your bronze perpetual without 2 invitees. You cannot only be on silver and expect to participate in Ohana. So what does it mean? You need to get your 2 invitees and get them in and get them going through the boards, through coal into bronze, so that you are confirmed, because your invitees will only count on your invitee status when they are confirmed on bronze. This is nothing new. These are the guidelines that have always been in place. But people are always trying to duck and dive the system. The system is now saying, no, you must join coal or bronze and then go on to the perpetual cycle. It has always been the guidelines. Join the perpetual cycle of every board once you've moved on to the next board. So if you are just sitting on gold and enjoying the big prizes, the big gifts, guess what? You cannot participate in Ohana. You've got to go back and join your perpetual cycles on bronze and coal. And if your 2 invitees have left Gift of Legacy or aren't active, you've got to be inviting more people. Ohana is going to make sure not only that the GGM gets funds to keep the system going, Ohana is going to make sure that the users participate correctly and use the rides the way they were intended to be ridden. And that's what's so amazing about Ohana. Ohana is going to be the board that sorts out everything in the theme park, because you have to follow the guidelines. It has been so carefully thought out. It is so beautiful and so special. So I hope you understand that you have to, at all times, be confirmed on coal or bronze. And my suggestion is be confirmed on both. If you can, if you've already moved off bronze,
Okay, so I think Adele got, yeah. So let's just see. Let me just check on the messages that we're seeing while Adele gets back in. So let's see if we can at least read them. Sorry, we cannot activate the camera. Okay, no problem. We're happy to be here with you. Hi. When I go on vacation and there isn't any internet, how could my friend take care of my profile in Ohana? What does she need to know? She needs to know if you really trust somebody in your community, in your friends and family, you can give them your profile name and your password. That's the only way that this can work. If you are traveling and you really trust this person. So I hope that answers this. And excited from Canada. Ciao from Italy. A very good evening to everybody from London. Greetings from Bucharest. Wow, this is a really international meeting. So let's see. I hope Adele gets back in. Really, yeah, 100%. And it's super easy to use. Did you know that Telegram has its own crypto wallet? Well, I think, regarding crypto wallets, I think everybody has to make sure that they use and they find out what really works for each country, because each country has its own nuances, okay? Yeah, and I guess you can share or get together and see what works for you guys, because somebody's asking for the link. There you go. Is this actually legit? Can someone from Gift of Legacy confirm this? What is legit? To Guldur, I'm not sure what you're asking. What does legit mean for you? I
Elizabeth,
mean, when you're saying, yeah, there you go. We were just
I'm
reading
back.
the messages while you were out.
I got so
So
excited,
yeah.
I just ran to the theme park down the road and came back again.
Super,
Great,
super.
great.
I'm back. I'm sorry for that, everybody. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so yes,
Yeah,
we
okay.
don't want to be in a situation where our ride on Ohana is halted. Let's go on to the next board. Now, if you happen to be in a legend position, you are in a legend position, you are receiving gifts on Ohana, and you become unconfirmed or inactive on coal or bronze, immediately, your participation in Ohana will be halted. And an Ohana legend will jump in. They're very friendly drivers. Another driver will jump in and he will receive all the remaining gifts as legend so that the board moves. Everything has been well thought out. You've got to stay confirmed on coal and bronze at all times. And is it unfair for Ohana to jump in? No, because why do we have an Ohana board? To make sure that the GL system keeps moving, right? Next one, please, Elizabeth. Here's your slide, your picture behind you. It is important to join all the boards sequentially. So if you start on the coal board, the $25, you must go on to bronze, $100, the silver, $400, the gold, $1,600, and the platinum, $5,000 board. If you start on bronze, you then must move silver, gold, and platinum. Users must join the perpetual cycle of every board that they have completed as a legend. Experience the power of the perpetual cycles. And if you haven't watched that training, then go and catch it in YouTube and watch that one too. Because look at that picture. The coal train comes off a perpetual cycle. You've got the small little bronze Ferris wheel, then the silver Ferris wheel, the slightly bigger gold one, and then the huge big platinum Ferris wheel. And look at that train, it's carrying gifts, and there's gifts flying around because that is the power of the perpetual cycle. You can be receiving gifts regularly at different intervals, depending on which boards you are on. That is the power of the perpetual cycle. And Candace always says, don't think so low of yourself that you only ride the coal train over and over. Or don't think you can only ride Ohana over and over. Goodness me, let's get those platinum boards. Let's go for the $5,000 board where you receive 40,000 and keep 35,000. Ohana has been created that we all ride the boards the correct way. Let's do that in that picture and we will really have abundance. Next one, please, Elizabeth. Okay, so next week, the 8th of May, we don't know what time. The first time a user joins, they will click the join button. But when a user has completed the Ohana board as legend, the system will automatically join them to the perpetual cycle. And thereafter, they will only click view to see who the legend is and send the gift immediately. If you do not see a join or a view, it means you cannot participate in Ohana. So you're looking to find those words, join and view, on your Ohana board. Oh, I love that picture. Just look at it. The direction it's taking us. Gifts flying across the world. Okay, next one. Now, this is a new one. Lots of people have never used it. On your profile, on every board, there's something called the board chat. The board chat is a private system for everybody on that board to communicate. And that's where you should be communicating. Don't worry about saving phone numbers and contacting people. Just use the board chat. It's the easiest way to communicate with people on your board. And we want everyone to use all the features in Gift of Legacy. So we're really encouraging you to do that. And a legend can go onto the board chat, and at the very top of the board chat, there's a special block. It's got a preset message at the moment, but you can delete it and you can put a message and say, "Hi, I'm Adele. I live in South Africa. I'm the legend on this board. Welcome to your Ohana board. I would like to receive gifts by cryptocurrency, USDT, TRC20, and I put my long address of my cryptocurrency wallet. I've also got Binance, so I might put my Binance Pay ID, and then I might tell people I also have PayPal, should you like to use that. And if you live in South Africa or Johannesburg, let's meet for coffee." And that's what I'm going to do. And then people who, when Beverly lands on my board in the middle of the night while I'm sleeping, she can contact me. Did you hear what I just said? While I'm sleeping. Don't they say you become wealthy when you're making money while you're sleeping? Guess what's going to be happening? We're going to be making money while we're sleeping. We're receiving gifts. Isn't that wonderful? Let's use the board chat to speak to people in our community. Next one. So the preferred method for communication, if you are not using the board chat, is to use WhatsApp and Telegram. I know on the personal information box of the legend, there is the email, but who really reads emails? I don't, because emails for me are like work. I prefer being social, and social chats are on WhatsApp and Telegram. So please remember that's what we're going to use, especially for the Ohana boards. We're going to use WhatsApp and Telegram, and we are going to save the phone number. And when you save a phone number into your phone book, make sure you put a plus sign, an addition sign in front of the number. That generates the international dialing code. That helps you to know, oh, Beverly's in Panama. Best I don't phone her now because it's 2:00 in the morning. But you know what? If you're going to phone me 2:00 in the morning to send me a gift, I'm going to be smiley and happy anyways. So yeah, let's just be considerate of time zones though, folks. Next one, please. Right, this is very exciting. This is why the Ohana board is special. GL participants will be supporting GGM, the non-profit organization that funds the daily costs, maintenance, and development of the GL system and the Love Heart movement. Remember, it's coming back. And at the same time, you are going to be receiving gifts from a compulsory, continuous, perpetual, non-lineage board. Woohoo! That is so exciting. We're not being asked to pay for the system. We are being asked to participate and receive gifts to help the system function. How does it get better than that? How does it get better than that? Just think about it. Somebody is giving you a gift to participate. Imagine arriving at work tomorrow and your boss gives you a voucher, $1,000 voucher, and says, go spend it this weekend or whatever you want, but please just answer the telephones today. I mean, that's what we say, right? Wow. Awesome. Next slide, please. So everybody has said, where are we going to find Ohana? What's the link? How do I join? Where do I go? Well, you can only join Ohana if you are a confirmed participant or user on coal or bronze. That means you've already joined Gift of Legacy. So you're just going to log in to your Gift of Legacy profile, and there where you have the home page where you normally see coal, bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. Some of you see it on your phone like I do, others see it on the laptop. That's what it currently looks like. But next week on the 8th of May, somewhere there, not sure how it's going to happen, but somewhere, don't know what time, Ohana is going to appear on that board. But it doesn't appear magically. You are going to have to log out and log in to see the changes. It's always been like that, right? If you want to see changes on the system, you log out and log in. But that's where you're going to see Ohana. And if you see the word join, then you can join. And when you finish joining and writing that board, you're going to view, because you're already going to be on the next one. So please be patient. Everyone's going to get their turn. Only a small amount of boards are going to start initially. And as they fill up and as they duplicate, then more positions will open up for people to join. We can't let a very excited crowd of people rush into a theme park and just run all over the other boards and create chaos. There has to be order and structure. And so a few boards will open up. And as they move, more boards will open up. Be patient. It's worth the wait. You're going to get your turn. Okay, let's just remember the rules of a theme park. Next one, please. So when you are a gifter and you contact the legend, this is what you need to do, not just in Ohana, but on every single GL board. You need to take a screenshot of the board and it needs to show you as a gifter. And your name, your username must be yellow. It'll have a red rectangle, but your name must be printed in yellow because that shows that you are the person who is logging in to that profile. That's one way for the legend to know this is not a scammer, although I don't think scammers send gifts, right? So you don't have to worry about that, but you need to make sure that you take a photo of yourself. Then you're going to take another screenshot where you click on the legend and their info box will come up and you've got to take a screenshot that shows the legend's name and the info box. And of course, we've put a picture there of a GGM profile, right? You send those two to the legend. So when I send Beverly a message, I'm going to say, hey, Bev, I've landed on your board. Here are the 2 screenshots. I'm Blessings. I'm gifter number 2 on your board. How would you like to send your gift? And I've sent her a picture of herself on the board. So she knows exactly who I am. Because lots of people are going to be doing a few profiles and they might have lots of people contacting them. They need to know, okay, Beverly's on this board and Elizabeth's on the other board, and it just helps everybody to have structure. And that's what we want, a little bit of order in this theme park. Next slide, please. So just to summarize, it's a lot of information, but Ohana is a $50 board. Only confirmed coal and bronze users can join. It is a continuous perpetual ride with no lineages, no teams. You do not need 2 invitees to join, but you're going to need them along the line. So make sure you get your invitees in anyway. The legend will always receive 7 gifts. Gifter number 1 is always a confirmed Ohana profile. The board spins when there are 8 gifters and you keep $300. Woo-hoo! We get to keep $300 because 50 is going to be gifted forward when we joined automatically to the next board. And if you are removed, you will never be able to use that profile to ride Ohana or use that phone number to create more profiles again. Next slide. There's only 2 more folks, then we get into your questions. So the Ohana boards, or the Ohana shuttles, as we call them, are where the GL community meet. Look at that picture. There's the theme park. There's the train. There's little shuttles driving around. There is no lineage, so the people that you meet on your Ohana boards will not follow you onto the coal train or onto the Ferris wheels. Don't worry, they are not going to infiltrate your lineage, as some people have been worried about. This is the place where we are friends, we chat to everybody, and then you can get down and work with your teams on moving through the bronze, silver, gold, and platinum boards. But the Ohana shuttles can take you between the Ferris wheels, even outside the park. So let's enjoy making friends. Next one. How does it get better than this? A theme park with a colorful train, shuttles that go in and out and around into the community. The Ohana shuttles can provide you with gifts that you can use at shopping malls, in hospitals, at charities, at schools and universities, at retirement homes, at the airport, at holiday destinations. The Ohana boards are allowing you to dream again, to enjoy the thrill of gifting, to enjoy community, and to ensure that this system that provides so much for so many people across the world, this system that colors the world, will continue so that we leave a legacy for generations to come. How does it get better than this? Right, I think that's it. Elizabeth, thank you so much for sticking in there quickly while I went to visit the theme park. Let's do questions. Oh, I see I've got another picture behind me. I quickly changed that too, because I'm so excited about what Ohana is going to be doing for us. Right, who's got some questions? Do you want to read them, Elizabeth? And then we can all maybe take a turn to answer.
Yeah, absolutely. So there was one question, like many people saying hello from all over the world. We have people from Canada, from Italy, from London, from Bucharest. So beautiful.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, so there's this question. Karen asks, when I go on vacation and there isn't any internet, how could my friend take care of my profile in Ohana? What does she need to know? So I already kind of answered this, and basically what I said is that, you have to have somebody that you really trust, that you can
100%.
give that you can give your ID and your password, and that would be
Yep.
it.
That's it. Make sure you trust the person. Make sure they've got internet and they can log in, and make sure that they're not planning on going anywhere other than watching your profile. But yes, life happens and people will be busy. Have a backup plan and make sure your family know where to check your details as well.
Mhm. So somebody, Andrea Bondono, she mentions that, did you know that Telegram has its own crypto wallet?
Yes,
And
we
I
do.
also mentioned, but it's important, I think, for every person in each country to find out what works best
Yeah.
in each country,
Some people did have difficulties withdrawing from that Telegram wallet, because I know there were some difficulties, but try and maybe have two. Like I've got two wallets. I haven't opened up Exodus yet, but that's my plan tomorrow, to open up Exodus, that I have that too.
So Google Dur, I'm not sure that's the way you pronounce it, asks, is this actually legit? So can someone from GL confirm this? So I'm not sure if you're asking about the Telegram wallet or about Ohana, or what was it, no? So
Okay,
this is ever
anything
so
about Gift of
legit.
Legacy, anything
Yeah.
about Gift of Legacy, anything about Ohana is legitimate. It's real. We're real people. This is a real community. We've been going since the 10th of January, 2022. Ohana is legit. But if you're asking questions like that, you maybe aren't a participant yet, and you need to join and experience our community, our people, and experience receiving and sending gifts. It's great. It's great to receive gifts, but it's so much better to send gifts. I've
Okay,
sent
so
a gold gift and it's so special.
Oh, wow. So nice. So this is it was about the Telegram
At the
crypto
time.
wallet. So
Okay,
again, I
yes.
think this is you
Okay,
have
the
to find that.
Telegram is legit, but like I said, some people have had difficulties with it. Sorry, I'm very passionate about defending Gift of Legacy because it's so different from anything else you've ever experienced.
Yeah. No sleeping on 8th of May, says Andrea. How wonderful. Hello, awesome people. Thank you, Daniel. I I can't wait. Yeah. Daniel
I
Suska,
can't.
please, awesome people. Those of you who will get in Ohana first, please move fast with the gifts.
I think
Yeah,
it's going
hugs,
to happen. The gifts,
Ohana.
just I know lots of people weren't maybe in Gift of Legacy when Cole launched, but those of us who were, for those first 5 days of Cole, the boards moved so quickly. There were so many people sending and receiving gifts, making friends. Um, it's going to be as quick as people allow it to be. And we just need to allow people also time to send and receive their gifts. Like I said, some people will have many profiles. You think it's fun, but it's quite daunting when suddenly you receive 8 crypto gifts and you've never really dealt with crypto before. Let's be kind, let's be considerate and helpful, because some people have only just opened up a crypto wallet and it's new to them. Let's not pressurize them, and let's just be kind, please.
Mhm. So there's a comment here. Duguldor says, Ohana is a fantastic opportunity to welcome new people in Gift of Legacy. If you have
Absolutely.
contacted people about GL and they weren't sure about how this system works, Ohana is the way to get them on board. Well, let's hope so.
100%.
Yes. An extra, an extra. Thanks. Thank you, Adele. This is awesome from Chepo. Dugulder
Mm-hmm.
again, amazing presentation as always. Mike says, what if I don't have anyone to take care of my account? It can happen. Well,
It can happen. Find somebody. You need to find somebody you trust, because if you are not participating, you will be removed by legends, because people are not going to sit and wait longer than 24 hours. If you have not contacted the legend immediately, as soon as that 24 hours is up, they will remove you. Find somebody who you know and trust.
yeah.
And schedule your time next week, that you have got time within the workday. If you need to, I know people have taken leave. I've scheduled my clients that I've got gaps, that I can do what I need to do in terms of support, but also that I can check boards when I've joined the board. So this is not Mickey Mouse stuff. This is serious, and we need to take it seriously. This is a legacy we're building for our families. Take it seriously. It's a lot of fun. It's a theme park, but just as you go into a theme park and you're carrying a wallet with all the money to pay for the snacks and the food and the rides and maybe a few treats and souvenirs, you've got to be cautious in a theme park, and you've got to be cautious in Gift of Legacy too. Make sure you follow the guidelines and that you look after your profiles. In all the excitement, just breathe and don't be rushed, and be cautious.
I love that. Don't be rushed.
Mm.
Don't be rushed. Yes.
When Cole
So
launched, I had just learned to receive crypto gifts, and I received 8 gifts at the same time, and they were all saying, confirm me. And I was still trying to find out where to check in Binance and who was who. And I just said to them, please wait. I need time to check you. I cannot confirm you. You know, drive your shuttle with care, Yeah.
how many guess, boards is Ohana launching with? How many tables is Ohana board launching with?
I'm not exactly sure. It's a small amount. The reason it's a small amount is so that the system also doesn't get overwhelmed. It won't. The system is secure. There's no threat. Don't panic. But it's going to be a small amount of boards. But they're going to open and split and multiply so quickly. That really isn't something we need to worry about. We're not going to go into a theme park and ask what nails and screws we use to build the ride. We're going to pay our ticket and get on the ride. And that's what we need to do next week.
Thank you. Yeah, I was, Tuguldor says, I was asking about crypto wallet. Thank you. Yeah,
Yes.
I've been doing GL for a while now and have no question about it. Sorry for the confusion, Elizabeth. No problem.
No problem. I'm just passionate about making people
And
know
it's
that
always,
this is real.
yeah, and it's always good to understand. So Mike says, I have a legitimate question, please. Thank you. I am part of GL for almost a year now. I love the GL project. I have the following question or concern. With the launch of the coal table,
Mhm.
there was a short period when hackers or bad intended people somehow got into the gift of legacy system and somehow they were receiving money. They did not confirm people to the table. They were kicking people out of the table so they could get other people, send them money. I have proof of this with print screens from different chats. It would be very sad to have this happening again, especially that we work with USDT and it is virtually impossible to trace the money or the bad guys for a fact. I'm not trying to come with a bad vibe. I love the idea of getting on a board where people move faster since so many tables are blocked. It is great. It is a great moment to have something going on with dynamic people. The question is, what are the security measures taken taken about bad moments and conflicts with bad intended persons? Thank you so much for
Okay.
your answers.
Thanks, Mike. So there really have been a lot of things put into place. One of the reasons that Ohana is for people who are already in Gift of Legacy is because on Coal, it was open as a starter board, and so many bad people joined Coal with bad intentions. All right. So now you have to be a participant in Gift of Legacy to participate. And if you're going to fool around and just take money and not be confirmed on coal and bronze, you're going to be stopped on Ohana. So that is the one thing that is put into place. The other thing that we have asked, and I've mentioned it tonight, and there's a specific poster, is that you take a screenshot of the Legends personal information box before you even contact them. You send them that screenshot and the screenshot that shows you. Then you contact them and you gift them. If for whatever reason something happens, you have a screenshot, you take a screenshot of your transaction, there's always a transaction ID, and you contact support. Ohana means no one gets left behind. Things will get sorted out. And it will also mean disciplinary action will be taken against people who do things like that. So those are things that have been put into place. Remember, the developers are very clever. They've probably got other things that they have learned and seen, and they can watch through coding that will be able to red flag. Just trust the learning process that the custodians and the developers have been through with Cole to be able to develop Ohana. And they really have been very transparent with information, explaining, telling us what's going on. Just trust them. I can't say that there won't be things that go a little bit wayward, When you go into a theme park, as beautiful as it is, as much as everyone's there to have good times and have fun with family, pickpocketers go into theme parks. It's a reality. You have to be cautious when you get onto a ride or you're standing in a queue that somebody is not pickpocketing your wallet or doing something. That's what happens in a crowd of people. And we're a crowd of people. We're a community. So you need to be cautious. Don't be rushed. Don't let somebody just send you a message and say, I'm the legend on the board. You haven't contacted me. Send me your gift. And you send the gift without even checking who the legend is and checking the phone number is the same. We are all adults here. We all know the terms and conditions. There are no guarantees. You need to follow guidelines. You need to be careful. Don't give your password of your profile out to people you don't know and trust. Too many people have got teams working together where everyone has the same password or they all have the same, same person managing their profiles, and there's no trust, there's no understanding. That's when problems happen. Look after your profile. Activate 2FA on your profile. If you know how 2FA works, activate it. It protects your profile. Log out of your Gift of Legacy website when you are not using it. Don't stay logged in, because anyone can pick up your phone and do who knows what. So as much as there is a question for accountability in terms of the developers, there's a responsibility on us as participants. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. There's our response, excuse me, our responsibility.
Yes,
Thank you, to make sure that we protect ourselves, that we protect the system. And be a whistleblower. If you see a pickpocketer or someone doing something, then you must mention it. Candace has got a message there. Do you want to read it, Elizabeth? I think she's backing me up here. Thanks, Candace.
Yeah, there will always be bad players. That is why people must use their discernment. Gift of Legacy is not a company. We are a website that assists with movement on boards for people to gift one another. GL cannot be held responsible for any loss incurred by anyone. No social media is to protect you from bad players. Sacred invitation only, always. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
And so it is. Yeah.
No, that's absolutely
So,
something so important. When you start splashing the word Ohana around on social media and telling people that Ohana is something you can join without invitees and you can make money perpetually, you are misrepresenting. Candace says we have a right of admission reserved. Absolutely. Our terms and conditions say anybody who is guilty of misconduct can and will be removed from the system. And myself and Carla and Edgar and another person are part of the Participants Conduct Committee. We will take action. We are here to support the custodians. We have seen so many people posting these beautiful images behind us right now on social media. You are not allowed to do that. You are not allowed to promote on social media. You bring the bad people in. When you're inviting heart to heart and peer to peer, and you are educating and supporting and guiding your teams and your invitees, we won't have these problems. We won't. But it's when people try and bring the energy of network marketing and MLM into Gift of Legacy, and they try to use these, marketing strategies to bring in lots of people. You don't need lots of people to benefit from Ohana. You just need to be active on coal and bronze. So it's about you. And we are responsible for looking after Gift of Legacy. If you see somebody posting on social media and they shouldn't, stand up to them. Tell them they shouldn't be doing it. Next question.
Okay, so I'm going to translate this. Torres, which I don't see, I don't see who it is, but is asking in Spanish. he or she understands English but can't communicate in English, so I'll just translate. So
Mhm.
in the case that a new participant has already been legend in bronze and has left the board and only has one invitee in bronze, in Ohana, their participation will be stopped immediately, even though they are legend in Ohana, or when they receive all the 7 gifts in Ohana.
If you are not active and confirmed on coal or bronze for any moment in time, your participation in Ohana is immediately halted. If you are a legend and you have received 2 gifts on Ohana and you become unconfirmed on bronze or coal, you will not receive any more gifts on Ohana. An Ohana position will step in and receive the rest of the gifts. And your participation in Ohana has got nothing to do with your position on coal or bronze. You can be a gifter, but you have to be confirmed.
Mhm. So Danielle says, it would be nice to receive an email from GL when you become a gifter on Ohana, or a 24 countdown timer on
No,
your
you
gifter
know
on
what?
Ohana. So, okay,
The
yeah.
community the
This.
community were asked to help fund the development of Ohana. They didn't. The custodians stepped in once again, and some very kind angels stepped in and funded we raised, I think, about 5,000. No, I can't remember. We had to raise 15,000, whatever we had to raise. We only raised about 5,000, and the rest of the money was donated for the development of Ohana by the angels and by the custodians. So yes, it's nice to say what we would like to have, but people did not contribute towards it. So what are the possibilities that everyone participates in Ohana so that GGM not only has the funds to pay for the daily costs, but that GGM has the funds for more developments, for all these suggestions that people have come up with and suggest all the time, that GGM can support the Love Heart movement and charities can be blessed, that GGM can reach out and do what it meant to do with Love Heart and help people who really need help the most. But if you're not putting the money where your mouth is, then you can't be asking for those kinds of things, unfortunately. That's exactly why Ohana was created, because for 2 and a bit years, the community has been given the opportunity to support GGM. But life happens, and it will be next month. But now a system has been developed that GGM will receive funds, and that's the bottom line.
And I always say that, Mina. I think this is so amazing. And I said so last night in the Spanish community. I said, this is like, oh my God. I mean, if we could just, understand that the custodians could have taken another route. They could have said, there are 1,200,000 profiles in GL. And what if the custodian said, we'll charge $1 for each of those profiles? That would be $1,200,000. But they're not doing that. They're not doing that. They found a way to receive money for GGM and at the same time give us. So I think that is like so beautiful. And we're so focused on all the things. I think that, you nailed it, Adele, when you say, I mean, we have to have the money to do all those beautiful things. And that's why Ohana is so amazing. So amazing. More questions. So
Do we want to
as
see if Beverly and Ike want to say anything at this point
yeah.
in time?
Mhm.
Bev? What would you like to
Well,
say?
well, for me personally, who have been in Gift of Legacy from 2022,
Show us your
I
face, Bev. We want to see your face. Thank you.
I know one thing. I do know one thing. The people who join Gift of Legacy with a good heart will make Gift of Legacy work. If they need answers to questions, they will go and look for recordings because these things have been repeated over and over and over again. And the one good thing about finding your own answers is you will be able to help other people find the answers that they will be asking you. Because if we are building teams, we have got to learn for ourselves how to answer questions when people in our team are asking us the questions. I am just so excited with what has been done to Gift of Legacy because so much good things have happened. And this one is the greatest. But I know they always find something greater with love.
Thanks, Bev. Ike?
Yeah, for me, it's just to echo what Elizabeth says or said. The custodians could have done it the other way, but they thought of us. And these are people that I have actually seen through since coming on board GL. And when I talk about it, it actually touches my emotions. That here, it's a group of people who thought about me in Krugersdorp, who thought about somewhere in Venezuela, who thought about somewhere in another country in Africa. It's win-win. So it's actually just something else that we have in our hands. Like you said yesterday or day before yesterday, nothing like what GL has done has happened in the world. Nothing. It's the
Nothing.
first time we are, like Candace was saying the other day, a few months ago, we are chosen or we are special people. That this lands on our lap is just mind-boggling. And I just I can't wait for next week, for the 8th, and just see Ohana, this tsunami, take off. It's so exciting for me. It's just beyond me. I can't wait. Thanks, Adele. Thanks,
Ike,
Elizabeth.
Ike, if I invited you to come and join me at Gold Reef City on Saturday this week, and I told you that I was going to buy the tickets online, and we had to meet at the ticket office. You know, that ticket office, you got to stand there under the shade cloth, and it's got like the railings that you have to go in like a concertina line. If you knew that you were meeting me there on Saturday and you knew that there was a new ride, something better than the Anaconda, something better than the runaway train, something better than the 4D movie theater. Like, they've got something amazing. If I invited you, would you be asking me questions, or how would you be feeling?
Yeah. I'd just want to be there.
That's
In
it.
fact, just talking about it, it's quite long, about 10 years that I was last time there. I want to go there again and just experience the theme park. So it's exciting for me. I would not even ask those questions. So that's
We are
exactly
going to do that. We are going to have a get together at Gold Reef City very soon, and so we can all just wander around and bring out the child in ourselves. Because yes, I know you've got questions, and I know you want to understand everything about how Ohana is going to be. But when you get an invitation to a party, a wedding, to go to a theme park or to go somewhere, you don't say, but if this happened, what about this? And if this, what about that? And you just go, wow, how blessed am I that I've been invited to join? How exciting that I can go to the theme park next week. So let's carry on with some of the questions.
Yay, beautiful. So as what Mike Tuguldur says, as what Mike mentioned, it is a considerable concern if a legend tries to be cheeky and remove people instead of confirming them after they receive their gift. Okay.
That is
My
why
question is,
that is why there's a
okay.
24-hour period, because
Mm.
the legend is not going to wait 24 hours to confirm the gifters. And in 24 hours, most of those gifters should have gifted him and he's confirmed them. And then this board has moved. He cannot remove gifters within 24 hours of them joining. Do you understand the protection that there is there? Do you understand? Stop worrying and trust the system. If we flood the system with positivity, it's not going to happen. But if we put all these negative thoughts into the atmosphere, they are going to surround Ohana. Do we want it bright and colorful like what is behind us right now, or do we want fear and doubt? I want that excitement. And if something happens, you will have your screenshot and you will contact support. Simple.
That's right. So my question is, Mike's question, I mean, Mike, yeah? No, Tuguldur's question is, does GL have in mind to have more admin support at the start of Ohana for those who might come across such situation and resolve their problem? And on top of that, I'll be glad to help out GL with any of their admin support work. Are you guys recruiting more support?
No.
Okay.
No, thank you very much for your offer. We would all love to help, but we cannot have people helping in support having access to the system for your own security and protection. The people in support can actually go through their tickets very quickly. Again, I'm actually going to use a term that support use. It's a picnic problem. When your support tickets are not answered and your queries are not answered, it's a picnic problem. You have picnics in theme parks, don't you? Do you know what a picnic problem is? The problem is in the chair, not in the computer. The problem is the person sending the query because they do not send the information that support need. When you send a support query, you need to have all the information. You've got to have screenshots. You're going to have proof. And you send one ticket and you wait. If you send multiple emails because you think you are very important and you send lots and lots of emails, you get bumped to the back of the queue. So let's not make this a picnic problem. Let's not make the problem in the chair. Okay? Let's try and resolve what we can by being cautious, doing what we need to do, and don't overwhelm support. Do you know that support have been getting, and I got this message from support just before I came online tonight. Support have been getting an overwhelming amount of questions asking, what is the bell on the board chat? Really? That validated a support query? What is the bell on the board chat? Why didn't you ask on the Telegram group? Do you know what the bell on the board chat is? It means there's a message. Ding, ding, there's a message. Now, if support got an overwhelming amount of emails today about the bell on a board chat because no one's ever used their board chat before, why do you think support sometimes take a while to answer? So please don't just send silly questions. Use the Telegram group. Because when you ask on Telegram, 5,200 people can all see the answer at the same time. Think about that. Instead of asking support, ask your questions on the Telegram group. Please don't ask silly questions to support. And no, the bell doesn't go ding ding, just to let you know. It doesn't say ding ding.
So Mike says there are many people having invitations made on open videos on Facebook. I have signaled this many times. Okay.
Yes.
So
We
that
have
is
we've addressed social media as much as we can, but we are a small group of people. We cannot monitor and police 1.2 million people. This is not a business or a company. We are volunteers. We are all participants, and everybody, it is their responsibility to help and protect the GL system. So if you know people have got Facebooks, YouTubes, contact them. Say, hey, we don't do this. It's peer-to-peer inviting. And if you've got their name, their phone number, and their email, then you can send a ticket to support. And then the conduct committee can take action. We know, but we can only educate, but you can also educate.
So I love Kansas also asking a question, and she says, what are the possibilities we can all be in total trust and high vibrations? Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that question. Of course.
I want to. I am in total trust. I'm in total trust. All I want to do, is see what I've been talking about all day, the joy and excitement on people's faces next week, and how blessed they are, and how insignificant all these questions are going to be then, and just hearing people going, like you hear in a theme park. That's what we want to hear. Let's trust them. Just trust them. I mean, what's $50? Now I'm going to be like Glenn. Candace says abundance thrives on trust. The more you focus on negative, I can't read the rest. But Glenn always says, what's $50? What's $50? If you are so concerned, just take one profile. Take one profile and try it out. If you're nervous of the rides in a theme park, just do one and see how you feel, and then do the next one and do the next one. Don't come in taking 10 profiles, going and taking a loan and selling your house so that you can join 300 Ohana profiles. Join one. Isn't $300 enough? And then you can maybe join a few more. Just do one at a time.
Turilla and Alarka ask, when I will be waiting in a line for Ohana, how will I know when it is my turn? You have to check.
You have to keep logging out and logging in. And if it says join and a board appears and there's a legends details, then you're in. If you press join and nothing happens, you're waiting. And we don't know the time and we don't know when. Just remember what happened when Cole launched. That's all I'm saying. When Cole launched, there was a worldwide Zoom call to explain the Cole and the last little bit of information. And while we were presenting, while the custodians were presenting and we were all listening, the developer flipped the switch and some people were playing on their phones and managed to get into the Cole board. We never know when it's going to happen. But it's not there aren't going to be bells and whistles making sounds on your phone. And if you're not logged out and logging in, you're not going to see the change. But maybe just wait for an announcement. Everything has been announced. So just wait for an announcement. Where? On the official English Telegram group. That's where all the information drops first, or on a Zoom call. So if you're not on the official Telegram group, join it. If you don't know where to join it, go onto your profile, top right-hand corner, click the menu, then go to Academy. And then there's a link to join the Telegram group, the English one. You can use a translate button to speak in English if you don't speak English as your first language. That's where all the information lands first. And be on any official English worldwide Zoom calls. That's where information and announcements are made.
right.
So I think you already answered this question. I don't know if you want to talk a little bit more to it. It says if someone sees misbehavior in Ohana, what is the recommended way to report it?
Have your facts, have your information, log one support ticket, make sure you've got all the information you need, and give support time. Remember, they're volunteers too. They also want to be joining boards.
Mhm.
So it's going to be a case of be cautious, be careful, and look after yourself and look after the community. But if you need to report something, log a support ticket. Support at giftoflegacyglobal.com.
Shepo sends you, he says, Adele, I agree with you 100%. No negative energy. Let's all be positive in order to get positive results. Remember the law of attraction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Renata Romanova says, thank you so much for this meeting. We see each other in Ohana board. Yes.
Yes.
Maria
What are the
Luisa,
possibilities?
thank you. Yeah, what are the possibilities? Thank you from Italy for everything you have taught and will give you all to all of us with Ohana. And Cans is the last message, and she says abundance thrives on trust. The more you focus on negative, the slower your process will be. That's the last message.
Absolutely. Just think about it. Ohana is a new ride in the theme park. Are you excited about it? Are you dreaming about it? Are you fearful? Yeah, maybe you're a little bit fearful. But it's that excitement, it's that joy. It's the color, it's the wonder, it's all of the good things, the good vibes. You don't go to a theme park to be miserable. You go there to have a good time. We're going to Ohana next week to have a good time. This time next week, this is going to be happening. Think about it.
Yes.
Think about it. This is going to be happening next week. Daniel, I'm glad your groceries are done. I went and bought soup mix today. I'm going to be making big pots of soup because next week I'm just going to be warming them up and eating them. So I've got my groceries done too. Yeah, everybody, Ohana is going to be an amazing ride. But let us not forget, it's just one of the rides in the Gift of Legacy theme park. You need to still be focused on all the guidelines. You need to use Ohana to get all your other boards going. Because what's $50? What's up $300 when you can be getting $35,000, right? Think about that. What is your goal? Is your goal just to ride Ohana over and over? It's not going to happen because the coal and the bronze boards are going to move. You've got to see Ohana as another stream of gifting within the theme park. It's so exciting. I can't wait to meet you on the shuttles. I can't wait to see how fast they go. I can't wait to see who I get to meet. I can't wait. It's going to be so exciting. Bev, do you want to have a closing comment?
Oh, thank you so much, Adele. Thank you, Gift of Legacy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because this is more exciting than anything that I have ever experienced in my life. My heart is so grateful. And I pray that other people in Gift of Legacy who are in Gift of Legacy will feel it, will feel that there is unity building to only one thing: loving, sharing, and having everything. Love you. Thank you.
And having fun, Bev. Bev, we're going to have so much fun. Oh, we're going to have so much fun. Yay! I can't wait. Ike, closing comments?
what can I say? To just echo those words from Beverly. This is a gift from the custodians. Let's embrace it. Guys, throughout the world, let's make it work. Let's be positive, and we'll attract positivity. See you next week, Wednesday.
Thanks,
Yes.
Ike. Thank you, everybody.
Yes. So,
Absolutely.
Ohana. Yay.
Nobody gets left behind. What's your closing comments, Elizabeth?
For me, again, gratitude. For me, it's just gratitude. Thank you. I just feel so excited, and I just want people to get out of their heads, get into their hearts, and just feel the excitement. And that's enough. I mean, we're so in our heads. It's like, we are creating problems. We don't even know if they'll exist. So I know we want to cover ourselves, we want to make sure that, and I just want to remind you of what I lived the first day I came into Gift of Legacy. And it was, what am I going to lose if I give a gift of $100? Because I came in with $100. And I remember I said, I can't lose anything because it's a gift. It's a gift. I'm not investing. I'm giving a gift.
Mhm.
And if something happens and this just, breaks up or whatever, I just gave a gift. And the universe has to respond. And spirit has to respond. So that for me, that's my, my 2 cents to finish, and to thank, the custodians, to thank you, Adele, for the support you give us. Thank you, Bev, Ike, and I know Glenn was around or wanted to be present, but I feel so grateful to CANS, to the custodians. Thank you for thinking about us in trying to solve a problem that is real. We are asking for so much, and of course it's so beautiful to have many things, and we want other stuff to make it easier for us, to make it more simple, but that implies money. It means we have to have the money. And this is such a beautiful way of doing it. So thank you.
Thanks. Thanks so much, Elizabeth. And you touched
Thank
on
you.
it there. And we all have different faiths and we all have different belief systems. But I truly believe that no matter what faith or belief system you follow, all faith systems have one thing in common, that you must do good to others. Do good to others. And let's do good to others. And let's, however we do it, through meditation or prayer or whatever we do, let's think of Gift of Legacy this week. Let's think of the developers. Let's think of the custodians and all the participants. Let's cover Gift of Legacy with positive energy, with prayers and good thoughts, because we can do so much good through Ohana and through Gift of Legacy. That where the light is, there can be no darkness. Where there's brightness, there can be no darkness. And Gift of Legacy is all about coloring the world. So whatever you think, whatever you believe, just bring the good vibes, bring the good stuff. Let's be excited. Let's enjoy. I want to laugh because on the other night when Cancer was speaking, she said on another Zoom call, she said, money follows joy. Well, I am so excited for next week because my second name is Joy and Ohana is coming. And if you want to know where money is following, Can said it's following me because money follows joy. So if your name is Joy, you're blessed. And we're all going to have money following us. We're all going to experience that beautiful scene behind Elizabeth there. So relax, watch the Telegram group, follow the information, and let's just flood Gift of Legacy with the good stuff, whatever that means to you. Love you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good night, everybody.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everyone. Thank you so much, Adele.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.